today earlier than usual because I'm going to run in one stadium with one of my friends, and he's coming from me kind of early because 5:40. He's working at 10, so we have to go very early. I'm going to take that, and I will show you what I will wear. Favorite ties from Nike. Usually, I have 80% of my clothes are from Nike. I'm the fan. I won't lie about that. So Nike, if you listen that or you are watching that, contact me please. And before go out, I got some mate. It's kind of energizing me. And let's go. ¿Es una inscripción o cómo es?
¿Cómo?
Es como una inscripción.
Sí, pagas, en la otra es una anualidad.
Just finished 9 times 400 meters. Actually, my first training in the stadium. It was hard, but it was worth amazing. I did 9. My compañeros, my friends with who I'm running, they were 12. But I didn't want to push so much because I'm after cold and I need to reset my body. So 9 is enough, and I feel so much my calf. But I fucking love it, you know. We're back home. Difficult to go up. I'm living in 6th floor. We don't have an elevator. Imagine every day, like 6 times I have to go up. Oh. Now I will take shower. We'll get to work for 2 hours, and we are going to casting. So let's eat some delicious breakfast and let's start this amazing day. Now I will eat breakfast. I took a shower. Usually for breakfast I have eggs with pan, avocado, tomato or cucumber. But today, because I didn't eat breakfast before and I will eat after workout, after training, I will eat some carbs, and it's going to be avena with some extras, and I will show you how it's look like because I need carbs. Now Tatiana is going to gym and I have time for me and for work. And I spend in computer usually like 2-3 hours. So maybe let's talk a little bit about my diet, what I'm eating, how is my diet structured. So I'm basically eating 4 times a day. In every meal I can focus to have 40 grams protein minimum. Sometimes when I have days like that, like today, when I'm training first and then I'm eating breakfast, my breakfast is oatmeal because I need to get carbs after workout. If I'm working out after my breakfast, and usually I'm eating very early because I'm getting up, working, and 3 hours after I'm going to training, so I have usually eggs with some bread, avocado, and tomato. Give me 1 second, I'm just going for water. Bueno, ahora sí puedo hablar. Y where I finished, so when I finish workout, usually I have lunch. For lunch, as you often see in my Instagram, I have some protein source which is 90% of the time meat or some kind of fish, but that's well as well meat, carbs, vegetables, some portion of fat. If I'm eating chicken, always adding some walnuts, some blueberry often. And then at 4 I have merienda. Merienda, I call it merienda because it's a very popular word in Argentina. Actually, merienda is coming from Argentinian, which or maybe from Spain. I don't know. But I learned that in Argentina that at 4 p.m. you have merienda and it's kind of snack when you are eating with mate, some kind of thing. So for my merienda, I'm eating usually oatmeal with protein powder, fruits, peanut butter, and after I have mate. Then at 8 p.m. I have last meal, dinner. But actually, my dinner is split in two because I have main dish and after I have some kind of dessert, which dessert is kind of big as well because then I'm usually filling myself with carbs for be ready for the next workout in the next day. So for dessert, for dinner, let's start with dinner. I have usually very similar things like for lunch, which is meat, carbs, could be rice pasta, could be pan, and pan could be bread, could be as well rice, and that's it actually lately. Sometimes potato, and for dessert I have again oatmeal or cottage cheese with cornflakes, fruits, honey, and then some extras addings up. It depends what I have carving for, and that's actually it. Eating around 3,200 calories, 3,600 in some day when I'm working out twice a day, or I have some hard workout in the next day. I'm trying to also fortify myself with a bunch of carbs, and my intake calories is in that day higher. But that's actually it. The one thing what I can tell you, what you have to care on the beginning if you are starting dieting or starting eating better, is the portion of protein. That's important. I think for me the most important point in the diet to have high intake of protein in the day. And if you are eating 3 or 4 times, it will be perfect if you eat like 30-40 grams protein per meal, which will give you a right amount of the protein during whole day. So that's the most important. The second thing that I can say is not snack in between, because we have to give our time. We have to give time for our intestine for they will rest as well, not processing all the time food. So that's something also that I have been learned, and it's helped me a lot of to nothing more than keep my intestinal healthy, like less issues and just less stomach problems. Because then I know that I have meal, I have 3-4 hours break, I have the next meal, so the synthesis protein is in the right time because I'm getting the protein every 3-4 hours. And also my intestine have the break for rest and don't have to process nothing. Another thing is to eat 3 hours before go to bed, or 2 at least, because if we are full after dinner and we are going to sleep, we will not regenerate 100% because we are not resting in the bed. We are processing actually the food what we have just eat. So that's the third tip, and on the beginning it will be helpful. For me, it's strange to talk about diet because for me dieting is normal eating. It should be normal for everyone, but it's not. So, but it's strange for me to talk about this as a diet. For me, it's normal. You are eating normal, less processed food, more protein, more vegetables, fruits, less kind of chunky food, less bars, less sweet things, and of course, I have in my diet space for that, but not trying to avoid. But what I'm doing is I'm trying to eat the most valuable, the most voluminous food what is possible, because for me it's just a fuel, and I'm not looking at kind of no sir. I'm not looking at for food as a kind of glorification for something. Like I did training, or now I can eat, I don't know, some bar or something. It's not working for me like that. For me, the food is just a fuel. And here we have my typical lunch: meat, veggies, and some fruits and pita. So now I will show you what I'm wearing basically for casting. It's casting for catwalk, so I can actually wear whatever, just looking nice, because they would like to see me in underwear or swimwear. So it's not so important to look some kind of way. Okay, I will show you. It's very simple. I always very simple to casting. It's important to have everything like plain, kind of clean. That's for me important. I don't know what other models are doing, but for me it's important. And what's funny, I was wearing these clothes, and then 5 minutes after, Tatiana told me that I should change because I should look much more formal than I was looking. So I changed my clothes. So don't be surprised if you see me after in other clothes, because I just changed. So we ordered taxi, we went out, we were in the middle of the way, and Tatiana just remembered that she has to switch off something. So we have to back, and someone has to go up and check. Okay, so casting was really quick, nothing much to show you. And now we are in the most expensive zone in Mexico City. The name is Polanco. And nothing, we go home. Yeah, it's really nice here. And here the famous Mexican street food. Now people have the lunch break, so you can see that everything is occupied. And this is kind of everywhere in all the zone of the Mexico. Actually, we end up in the biggest mall in the city. I will show you a bit. It's huge, and actually you would be surprised how modern is Mexico City. Yeah, it's also about prices. It's the same price like, I don't know, living in Warsaw, and it's Latin America, which very little people know about that. That is here very expensive. Finally we get to home, and it's like that. You have casting 10 minutes and you're spending in taxi 2 hours. Yeah. And in Mexico are the worst traffic in the world now. Yes, Tati? So imagine 8 kilometers, 1 hour 20. Horrible. And it is hot now. For third meal we have same as for breakfast, avena, and I will add cornflakes to that. And that's it. It's around 500 calories with cornflakes, of course. After third meal I got coffee, and I will again work for 2-3 hours. And that's actually everything for today. The rest of the day we spend at home because it's raining, so that's it. I will work a bit more with computer, edit the video, eat some dinner, and go to sleep. I need to rest because I'm so tired. I wake up very early, earlier than usual. So thanks for being here. Thanks for watch, and see you soon.